Hello students, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. In the last video, we have read the story from your Honeycomb textbook, chapter number 4, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom, a Japanese tale. In the story, there was an old couple who were very kind and honest, and they had a pet dog whom they cared very much, but because of the greedy and the wicked neighbors, the dog died a sad death. But after the dog's death, the spirit of the dog came in the dreams of the old farmer, to help him in various ways, while the wicked couple, the wicked old man, was punished finally because of his crime, because of his ill-intentioned greediness and his fault. In the story, we can see that good things happen to good people. An act of kindness is always returned and rewarded. The old couple was kind, and their kindness to the dog was returned and repaid, and they were rewarded for their kindness, for their good intentions, while the other bad couple, their neighbor, were finally punished for their vices, for their ill treatment to the dog. They were never given any good thing from the dog. The virtue is always rewarded, while the vice is always punished. So now let's check the exercises and the question answers, comprehension check, etc., and try to solve it. Students should try to solve the exercises, do the exercises in their own after thorough reading of the lesson. Okay, now let's see the final. Comprehension check. We have come across this. You have to try this yourself. Students should try this after reading the story again thoroughly, working with the text. Answer the following questions. The old farmer is a kind person. What evidence of his kindness do you find in the first two paragraphs? You have to go through the first two paragraphs, and you can find out the characteristics, the natures, the behaviors mentioned in the story about the old farmer, how he treats the dog. What did the dog do to lead the farmer to the hidden goal? Okay. What did the dog do to lead the farmer to the hidden goal? That's question number 2. Number 3, how did the spirit of the dog help the farmer first? 2, how did it help him next? Number 4, why did the daimyo reward the farmer but punish his neighbor for the same act? Of course, the result were different. Their intentions were different. One was good, another was bad. Of course, you have to give the answer. Working with language. Read the following conversation. Ravi, what are you doing? Mridu, I'm reading a book. Ravi, who wrote it? Mridu, Ruskin Bond. Ravi, where did you find it? Mridu, in the library. Notice that what, who, where are question words. Questions that require information begin with question words. Some other question words are when, why, where, which, and how. Remember that what asks about action, things, etc. Who asks about people, which asks about people or things, where asks about place, when asks about time, why asks about reason or purpose, how asks about means, manner, or degree, whose asks about possession. Read the following paragraph and frame questions on the italicized phrases. Anil is in school. I am in school too. Anil is sitting in the left row. He is reading a book. Anil's friend is sitting in the second row. He is sharpening his pencil. The teacher is writing on the blackboard. Children are writing in their copybooks. Some children are looking out of the window. You have to find out the italicized phrases and frame questions on them. This is interesting. You have to try this. Two, write appropriate question words in the blank spaces in the following dialogue. Neha dash, did you get this book? Sheila, yesterday morning. Neha dash, is your sister crying? Sheila, cause she has lost her doll. Neha dash, room is this, yours or hers? Sheila, it's ours. Neha dash, do you go to school? Sheila, we walk to school, it is nearby. Fill in the blanks with the words given in the box. You haven't provided with the words in the box. How, what, when, where, which. Reminder number 1. My friend lost his chemistry book. Now he doesn't know. Dash to do and dash to look for it. The first one, my friend lost his chemistry book. Now he doesn't know. Dash to do and dash to look for it. You have to choose the appropriate word and put it. Fill in the blanks. Reminder number 2. There are so many toys in the shops. Nina can't decide dash one to buy. You don't know the way to my school? Ask the policeman dash to get there. You should decide soon dash to start building your house. Do you know dash to ride a bicycle? I don't remember dash and dash I learned it. You should know dash to talk and dash to keep your mouth shut. The teacher advised Anil. Next exercise, question number 4. Add I am or I ain't to each of the following words and use them in place of the italicized words in the sentences given below. You haven't provided with the words patient, proper, possible, sensitive, competent. The project appears very difficult at first sight, but it can be completed if we work very hard. You have to replace the words very difficult I think here the word impossible will be appropriate. The project appears impossible at first sight, but it can be completed if we work very hard. You have to try this. He lacks competence. That's why he can't keep any job for more than a year. Don't lose patience. Your letter will come one day. The postman told me. That's not a proper remark to make under the circumstances. He appears to be without sensitivity. In fact, he is very emotional. Read the following sentences. It was a cold morning and stars will glow in the sky. An old man was walking along the road. The words in italics are articles. A and an are indefinite articles, and the is the definite article. A is used before a singular countable noun. N is used before a word that begins with a vowel. A boy, a mango, a university, an actor, an apple, an owl. Use a, an, or the in the blank. There was once dash play which became very successful. Dash famous actor was acting in it. In dash play his role was that of dash aristocrat who had been imprisoned in dash castle for 20 years. In dash last act of dash play, someone would come on dash stage with dash letter which he would hand over to dash prisoner. Even though dash aristocrat was not expected to read dash letter at each performance, he always insisted that dash letter be written out from beginning to end. You have to try this. Articles, you have to fill in the blank. Now, six. Encircle the correct articles. Nina was looking for a dash slash the job. You have to choose the correct article and you have to circle it. After many interviews, she got a slash the job she was looking for. Okay, try this. A. Would you like a slash and the apple or a and the a slash and slash the banana? B. I would like a slash and slash the apple. Please take a slash and slash the red one in a slash and slash the fruit bowl. You can try this. Speaking and writing. Do you remember an anecdote or a story about a greedy or jealous person and the unhappy result of his slash her action? Narrate the story to others in your class. Here is one for you to read. Seeing an old man planting a fig tree, the king asked why he was doing this. The man replied that he might live to eat the fruit, and even if he did not, his son would enjoy the figs. Well, said the king, if you do live to eat the fruit of this tree, please let me know. The man promised to do so, and sure enough, before too long, the tree grew and bore fruit. Packing some fine figs in a basket, the old man set out for the palace to meet the king. The king accepted the gift and gave orders that the old man's basket be filled with gold. Now, next door to the old man, there lived a greedy old man jealous of his neighbor's good fortune. He also packed some figs in a basket and took them to the palace in the hope of getting gold. The king, on learning the man's motive, ordered him to stand in the compound and had him pelted with figs. The old man returned home and told his wife the sad story. She consoled him by saying, You should be thankful that our neighbor did not grow coconuts. Okay, this is a story. The moral of the story is that honesty is rewarded. Okay. Virtues are rewarded, and vices, that means evil or bad peoples, are always punished in the end. Okay. As simple as that. We have question number 2. Exercise number 2. Put each of the following in the correct order, then use them appropriately to fill the blanks in the paragraph that follows. Use correct punctuations marks English and Hindi / both in / he writes, and only / a few short stories / many books in English / in Hindi. Have to try this. I'm not reading out all. You can see this. Exercise 3. Are you fond of reading stories? Did you read one last month? If not, read 1 or 2 and then write a paragraph about the story. Use the following hints. You can try this. This one is interesting too. Title of the story. Name of the author. Author is the writer. Okay. How many characters? Which one you like? Some details of the story. Main points as you understand it. Tell your friends why they should also read it. Again, this one is an important exercise. Okay. Thought what? I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought. This is a tongue twister, okay? You can try this. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought. Okay, students, let me summarize the whole story. The ashes that made trees bloom. Okay, let me sum up the story shortly. Okay, in brief. The ashes that made trees bloom is a Japanese tale. Okay, so in the old days of the daimyos, there lived an old farmer with his wife. They had a little pet dog whom they loved like their own child. One day the dog found the farmer a treasure in the field. Goals. The dog found some goals for the old farmers. Their neighbors, another old couple, were wicked and greedy. They wanted the dog to find a treasure for them too. But the dog showed them the spot where a dead kitten lay buried. In a fit of anger, they killed the dog because the dog didn't show them any gold, but instead, the dog showed them a dead kitten lay buried in the soil. Some rotten things. Okay. The spirit of the dog camped in its master's dreams and helped his master in various ways even after the dog died. First, the dog's spirit helped him get a tuft of gold. Second, the spirit of the dog asked the old man to take the ashes of the mill and sprinkle them on the withered tree. The old man did so, and the withered tree bloomed. Soon the kind old man heard that his lord the daimyo was to pass near the village. He set out to see him, taking his basket of magic ash along. He climbed a withered cherry tree that stood by the wayside. When the daimyo's palanquin drew near, He scattered a pinch of ashes over the tree, and it burst into blossom. The daimyo was much pleased. The farmer was richly rewarded for his wonderful egg. The greedy never heard of it. He took the ashes too and climbed a withered cherry tree. When the daimyo was under the tree, the greedy man scattered a handful of ashes over the tree. The wind blew the fine dust into the nose and eyes of the daimyo and his wife. The greedy man was dragged, given a sound beating, and thrown into a ditch, where he died. So the honest couple always get rewarded for their actions because their intentions were good. So always they get rewarded, and even the dog helped them even after the death. Okay. But in case of the another old couple who were wicked and greedy, for every action they did, they always get unwanted results. They get punishment at the end because of their greediness and ill intentions and wickedness. So moral of the story is virtue is always rewarded while the vices or the evil things are punished. Thank you.